November 2022. Marcus Giavanni here. When you, Kelly Brough, at Kelly Brough, YouTube handle by Marcus Giavanni. See, what most people don't understand is I verify the social symbols that lead to a specific entity or end user. It's what I do for a living. And what happens is all those people that are trying to do the same thing I'm doing, let's just say run for mayor, we all have specific niches that makes us more qualified than the other people. And the most qualifying niche I have is the digital world of the metaverse of the city and county of Denver. We have city and county of Denver.us. That's the portal, folks. That's the entry point to the World Wide Web for the City and County of Denver LLC, which is the alternative to what has been going on in Denver for the last 60 years. With Democrats shitting all over the most important mayor of all mayors, Robert W. Spear. Mayor Robert W. Spear. Honorable Mayor Robert W. Spear. And when I see guys like Paul Lopez come out with his Viva La Raza and all his bullshit, identity crisis bullshit. He's a labor organizer. What are you, in the 30s? See, the thing about these people is that they're had. We're going to fire Paul Lopez. He won't be there no more. He shouldn't even be doing any of the elections, folks. He's so tainted. He's so dirty. You got caca all over the tip of his nose. And we can show it now digitally. Hashtag Paul Lopez 5280. He's garbage, man. And I'm sorry, Paul. But all you people fucked Denver up. And I promised a few ladies who actually died of COVID that I was going to keep this fight going for them. And they were Democrats that loved. I mean, you think people love Mayor Hancock? There's a lot of people that loved and still love Mayor Webb. They still love Mayor Pena. They still love Hickenlooper. But see, it's all love based on ideologies of the Democratic Party, which has led us to the 60 years of our 25-year record high murders. We're back into the time of Mayor Webb and all the hard work he's done. And he came and got together with the two decay mayors, Hickenlooper and his promise to eradicate the homeless. And look where we are now with the homeless. It's all done by design. And people, I'm telling you, artificial intelligence has had enough. And those cities that want to charade around and keep talking like look at Chicago. We're just like Chicago, man. Look at the peas of the pods that are all cooked together. They're cooked. It's all cooked. And I'm just trying to tell the good old boys that, hey, you ain't going nowhere. The new system, we're just going to put it back, and it's got to be what it is. It has to. It's the law. And so judges and lawyers and, man, all kinds of blue collar, they're finding this out, that Mayor Spear law is law. We're non-political. Our main purpose is the economy and services, and we're paying for a lot of services that should already be included. But since we're doing all these sales tax reductions and just like, who's going to pay for it? Yeah, the federal government's going to come in. This is what's going to happen. And now they're going to be telling Denver what to do when Denver had an opportunity to change. They don't change this time, then they'll be indexed as an illegitimate government. You heard me, Mayor Hancock? Don't be fucking stupid, brother. You too, Webb. You too, Pena. You guys are still alive. Pull your heads out of your assholes. It's the way it is, bro. Mayor Webb, you ducked out of that library because you thought I was going to chastise you. That's what people are talking about. Why did you leave the library? I shown you respect. because you know why. And it don't need to be that way. I'm trying to teach you because you had visions that you can still have visions to protect your legacy. Because right now, the way it looks, Mayor, all of you mayors, it ain't gonna turn out good for your careers. Especially when we're old. We can't change things, man. You're old. Just like Kelly. Kelly's old. Everything about her is former or used to be or whatever. And when her and Janine Davidson got together and used the Metropolitan State University as a launch pad for her political career and to pad her resume or pack her resume as a chief strategy officer, you better sit on it, girl. Big digital sit on it. And this it all tells you right here, right there. Former MSU. So when they knew that she was going to be fired, because what happened is I emailed all the important people within Metropolitan State University to let them know, because that's what I do for a job. And so some didn't answer. It just took one. Okay. And they can't bullshit AI. And with a graduation rate of 47% and Janine Davidson, PhD, outdated, just because you have a PhD, folks, you got to keep your knowledge bar raised. You got to always be coming up with something better because then somebody else will. So if you got a PhD, who knows what their PhDs are in? Just because she could have a PhD in microbiology. Well, how's that going to help our city? I could put her to work to help make biodiesel that I've been promising people that we can get into making so that we have an emergency plan, especially during the winter time. But these folks are so caught up in their federal issues, their Jim Crow issues, their diversity, inequity, defunding, refunding, resetting, repurposing. All these words that they use are now negative keywords to those that cannot produce. You know what that means? Bye-bye, folks. It's been nice knowing you. Good news is you'll be still sitting at the table, but now you're going to be, everybody will be at the Denver table to eat dinner. It just won't be Mayor Hancock and all his buddies without the mask while we're all looking at them wearing masks. Michael, can we come in? Hey, Michael, help me, Michael. Fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck them. Put those keys in your pocket, citizens, because you don't do it this time. And the good news is we can move. Denver can't. And when Colorado Springs gets a load of what's coming up, and all these other cities, when they don't pay attention to the handles and who's doing what, because their IT people are all outdated, giving them bullshit. Man, because the metaverse is about to get expensive, folks. Very, very expensive.